Not an upset.
Oh, it wasn't?
I mean, when you got two guys with so much experience, like I said before, he was behind the scenes. Two guys with a crazy amateur backgrounds, and one guy is not being seen, and another guy is being seen. Then we call it an upset. No.
Floyd Mayweather didn't hold back after Gervonta Tank Davis's controversial draw against Lamont Roach. Known for his sharp tongue and unfiltered takes, Mayweather publicly mocked Davis, highlighting the irony of the situation after Davis had been critical of boxing judges himself. Davis, who voiced frustration over the decision, likely didn't expect Mayweather to seize the opportunity to clown him.
It's just that he was working behind the scenes, and another guy was working in front of everybody. Then finally, they had to meet up, and then Anthony Joshua came up short. But Anthony Joshua, I told him from the beginning. You know, I was one of the first guys to come on record. From the beginning, I told him he can come, and I can teach him some pointers. Because a lot of times, this is just my take. The same coach you had as an amateur doesn't always make him a great professional coach, because some guys are great at amateur coaching and some guys are great at professional coaching.
The relationship between Mayweather and Davis has been rocky for years. Once a mentor, Mayweather signed Davis to his promotional company and helped turn him into a star. But as Davis gained fame and confidence, tensions grew. Accusations of mismanagement, disrespect, and public disputes led Davis to part ways with Mayweather Promotions. Since then, both have exchanged jabs, Davis questioning Mayweather's loyalty and Mayweather firing back at Davis's discipline and career choices. This latest mockery seems to be another chapter in their ongoing feud.
Always speaking real, whether somebody like it or not. I just feel like Anthony Joshua, they keep going to different coaches. Oh, this coach gonna work with him, this coach gonna work with him. I told him in the beginning when he was undefeated, you got some things you still gotta tweak, because if you don't, then you may come.
Floyd Mayweather recently criticized Gervonta Davis's decision to leave Mayweather Promotions and take control of his own career. His comments suggested that without powerful backing, fighters like Davis risk unfavorable outcomes in close or controversial fights. This sparked a firestorm on social media, dividing fans and analysts. Some supported Davis's push for independence, while others agreed with Mayweather, arguing that Davis may now be vulnerable in the business side of boxing. Critics, however, accused Mayweather of kicking a man while he's down. The timing of Mayweather's comments was particularly pointed as the New York State Athletic Commission (NYSAC) launched a formal review of Davis's controversial draw against Lamont Roach Jr. in Brooklyn. The controversy centered around the 9th round when Davis took a knee after a shot from Roach. He quickly returned to his corner, urgently asking for his face to be wiped. Referee Steve Willis issued a warning but did not rule it a knockdown, which frustrated Roach, who believed he had done enough to win. Had the incident been ruled a knockdown, Roach would likely have walked away with the victory, handing Davis his first career loss and costing him the WBA lightweight title. Davis claimed that grease from his hair got into his eyes, causing discomfort and forcing him to kneel. Despite the result, Davis expressed interest in a rematch, a sentiment echoed by Roach. NYSAC released a statement confirming it is actively reviewing the incident. The statement revealed that technical difficulties prevented officials from accessing the replay footage in time to influence the in-ring decision. As a result, the commission had to rely on the referee's live judgment. NYSAC pledged to work closely with promotions and production teams to prevent similar replay access issues in future bouts. The rules are clear. If a boxer's knee touches the canvas after a punch, whether or not the punch directly caused it, it should be considered a knockdown. Moreover, only the referee can stop the action. Fighters are not allowed to call timeouts, and their corners cannot wipe their faces during an active round. Yet, none of these rules were enforced in the moment. As the review continues, it's uncertain whether the fight result could be overturned. Regardless, the incident has intensified calls for a rematch. Roach, who is seen as a heavy underdog, came incredibly close to pulling off a major upset and is eager for another shot. Davis, still undefeated, posted on X, formerly Twitter, saying, "Say no more, I'm pushing for the rematch. The rematch can be soon too, like end of May."
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
You might see it in a minute.
Although Davis expressed interest in a rematch, another high-profile opponent was already being considered, Vasyl Lomachenko. Boxing reporter Keith Edek revealed that Davis's team approached Top Rank immediately after the fight to explore a bout with Lomachenko. However, Lomachenko's status remains unclear, as he's reportedly considering retirement. For now, both the rematch with Roach and a potential fight with Lomachenko remain possibilities. Joe Rogan added fuel to the rematch hype, calling the Davis vs. Roach bout a spectacular fight and expressing strong interest in seeing them run it back.
He got lucky at the draw. He did a good fight though. I thought he won it, but man, he gotta just create more action. That's a sparring session as far as I'm concerned. Oh my God. But God damn, that's not the Gervonta I know.
The missed knockdown call sparked outrage across the boxing world. Terrence Crawford voiced his frustration online, stating that Roach was robbed and that a knee should automatically result in an 8 count. He referenced a similar moment in Mayweather's career that was ruled correctly. Despite remaining undefeated and keeping his WBA title, Davis admitted that the knee likely led to the draw and acknowledged the mistake. However, he insisted he landed more punches, although CompuBox stats favored Roach. While Davis hinted at retirement before the Roach fight, fan demand and media pressure could push a rematch into reality.
You think about what happened in the 9th round. How frustrated are you that that wasn't counted as a knockdown?
Man, I'm not. Honestly, I thought I should have won without that being counted a knockdown. Look, I ain't the ref. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he had to wipe sweat out his eye, he had to wipe sweat out his eye. But the rules do state, if you voluntarily take a knee, then that's an automatic 8 count. But it is what it is. I wasn't relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing in it. I think I was taking control. I think I was landing more shots. I think I was landing more power shots. And I thought I was doing my thing. So I'm not really that frustrated about that. But if that was kind of a knockdown, I would win the majority decision.
Roach shared his thoughts after the fight, believing he had done enough to win, even without the knockdown being counted. He felt he was landing the cleaner shots and controlling the bout. While he respected Davis's power, Roach believed his own toughness neutralized much of it. He acknowledged the rules but stayed focused on his performance, not the missed call.
Yeah, Lamont, this is Matt from Brunch Boxing. What explanation, if any, were you given about why that particular sequence was not properly called a knockdown?
I don't know. Did y'all see me in the ring tell him to keep counting? he started counting. I was like, why you stop? Like, keep counting. But I honestly don't know. I don't know. But I can't go back and change it. So.
Lamont, Chantel, congrats, man, on fighting a great fight. A lot of people agree with you that you did win the fight. Just can you talk about Gervonta's power? That he got you with some good shots, but you kept staying in the center of the ring with him. A lot of other fighters don't deal with the power as well. How do you assess his power after being in there for 12?
He got decent power. He got decent power for sure. I ain't gonna say it's exaggerated. I told you I got a chin. I ain't going like that. It's just not gonna happen. But like I said, I see why he knocked people out, and I think he felt my power too. Like, I think that's what negated a lot of his shots. And once I took his best shot, I was like, oh yeah, it's time.
Good right hand from Mont, uppercut. Good combination, Mont. Oh, good left from Tank. Right hand from Monty. Oh, Tank took a knee. He got knocked down. That's a knockdown. Tank is trying to bail himself out. That's a knockdown. That's a knockdown! How are you going to do that and run and get a towel? Who gave Davis that right? This is a highway robbery, dog. Good combination, Lamont. Oh, shit. They swinging on each other. Good body shot, Lamont. Lamont is rocking with it. This is Tarver Roy 1. What's going to happen is they're going to give the fight to Tank, and then the second fight, Lamont going to say, any excuses tonight, Tank. And then he will not Tank out. I've seen it. Lamont won, bro. He won 7-5 with a knockdown. This guy did the unthinkable, and I hope they don't rob him. Scorecards. They said majority draw. They cheated Roach. Roach got robbed, and everybody knows it. Rematch right away. They robbed.
The New York State Athletic Commission later confirmed that technical issues prevented them from reviewing the incident in real time. Because of the delay, they deferred to the referee's live decision. However, the evidence showing Davis's knee touching the canvas is clear. Had the knockdown been called, Roach would have likely won by a unanimous decision. The commission is still reviewing the situation, and an official change to the result hasn't been ruled out.